2020, what a year, huh? It actually started on a great note for me. I had just come back from a long and tiring journey, and I was looking forward to staying at home for a while, spending some time with my family, and of course, sleeping in my own bed. But then the year took an unexpected turn, and we all know how things went from there. Traveling in 2020 seemed like an impossible task. But as the year was coming to an end, I decided to venture out, knowing that this just might be the new normal. And if I took the right precautions, I would be able to minimize risk. The one thing that human beings are good at is adapting. So, with that thought in mind, I packed my bags and hit the road. Step one of minimizing risk was to avoid crowded places. So obviously I had to do this one road trip style. So me and my friend Vineet decided to join forces to find ourselves a small dose of adventure. And while deciding where we were going to go, we had to consider three factors. Number one, we have to go somewhere we have never been before. Number two, we have to go to the mountains to find ourselves some majestic views and hopefully some snowfall. And number three, we are going to hike deep into the mountains because that is just good for the soul. So with these three things in mind, we decided to make our way towards Uttarakhand.
पानी तो काफ़ी गर्म है, बट पानी चाहे जितना भी ठंडा है गर्म हो, एक बार आप पानी में घुस जाओ तो पता नहीं चलता, एंड यू जस्ट एंजॉय.
Uttarakhand, also known as Devbhoomi, the land of the gods, the perfect place for us to find what we were looking for. As we went along National Highway 34, we made our first stop in the holy city of Rishikesh, a city based on the banks of river Ganga. Our next stop, Uttarkashi. As we proceeded on the road, we found ourselves alone, and it seemed like we were the only ones traveling during these troubled times, which was great because there was no traffic and the roads are in pristine condition, which as we went along on opened us up to majestic views and of course, the fresh mountain air. The next stop was a small hamlet known as Gangnani, home to a hot water spring, which was a relief in this cold weather. So, after taking a dip, we proceeded towards higher altitudes where we could find what we were looking for. Do you know what the open road symbolizes? Freedom. Freedom to go anywhere you want. Wherever you want to go, the road will take you there. And sometimes the road takes you to wonderful places. And this time it brought me to a place known as Harsil, also known as the Switzerland of India. It lies on the way to Gangotri, and if you take a short break here, you will realize the true beauty of nature because you will truly be able to disconnect. You can hear the quiet broken only by the sound of the flowing river and the rustling of the leaves as the wind blows. Being only 25 kilometers away from Gangotri, we obviously had to go there. But we were lucky because it was off season and the place was empty and locked, covered in snow. We had the place to ourselves. So far, we had somewhat accomplished our goals. We were where we had never been before. We were in the mountains and we had witnessed some grand views. We had seen snow, but we were yet to experience some snowfall, and we still had to walk into the mountains to replenish our souls. It was time for the grand attraction. We made our way to a village known as Barsu, from where the trek began for a place known as Dayara Bugyal. The Yara Bugyal is a high altitude meadow. In the summers, it is an expanse of green grass, but in the winters, it transforms into a snowfield, and as far as the eyes can see, one can only see white. The trek is quite easy and it is open throughout the year. All you need is the right shoes and warm clothes. And as you gain altitude, you can see the views opening up and grand snowy peaks emerge, which are actually quite a sight to behold. This, my friends, is the grand finale of a 7-day trip.
Hey, what's up, guys? Slippery.